So, last week during the Smash Direct, Nintendo dropped a fat bomb on us by revealing a newcomer to the Smash universe that everybody was waiting for. My boy, King K Rool. I'm so glad this Kremlin is back in the spotlight, as the last time we saw him was a long time ago. Well, since he's now officially back, I've already seen posts on the internet calling him a bad guy and a villain. And you know me, I'm always here to defend those who are judged way too quickly. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's why King K Rool is not a villain. One of the first arguments somebody will tell you when discussing King K Rool is how the dude stole Donkey Kong's bananas back in Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Well, first off, King K Rool is living on a pirate ship with his fellow Kremlins. I don't know if you have experience living on a boat for weeks, even months, but it's really difficult and people truly suffer, become sick, and they struggle. Depending on the duration of the trip, you might run out of food eventually, and especially for a ship the size of King K Rool's. I mean, look at it. It's not really big, and there's a lot of Kremlins that have to fit there, so obviously they probably ran out of food during the trip, so when they saw an island, they had to stop there to get more food. Now, be honest, okay? What would you do if you were starving to death, tired, thirsty, and you found a cave full of bananas lying there, ready to be eaten? Of course you'd take those bananas, don't even lie to me. King K Rool did not steal the bananas, he just found them on an island. Plus, the conservation duration of a banana is 5 to 7 days. And look at all those bananas! You think DK, Cranky and Diddy will eat all of this in the next week? No, they have way too many. I'm sure they could share with people that actually need them more than they do. Huh, those greedy monkeys. Since we're on the topic of King K Rool supposedly attacking Donkey Kong's island, let me remind you of something. The last time he appeared as the reported villain was in DK King of Swing for the Game Boy Advance, released in 2005. 2005! That's 13 years ago! The last people to have attacked DK Island were the Tikis, you know, those wooden planks weirdos, and after that there were the Snowmads, those creatures from the cold lands. And I mean, I will agree with you that these guys actually attacked DK's island, as they literally came to the island and took control of it. And for the Snowmads, they even got rid of DK and his pals and sent them to another island. Now this is a thing a villain would do. If we go back to that time King K Rool attacked the island in Donkey Kong Country, look at him. He's literally chilling on his boat next to DK's island. He's not trying to control it, he's just waiting. King K Rool never ever set foot on DK's island. He was literally just on a mission to gather resources and food to continue his mission. How can you call this smart captain a villain? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, I'll agree with you that King K Rool may have been kind of a mad lad back in Donkey Kong 64, where he built a ship and parked it in front of DK's island to supposedly blast it using a laser. Alright, this is kinda what a villain would actually do, but did you notice that in this game King K Rool has a big red eye? Having red eyes can be associated with several symptoms like irritation, burning, itching, dryness, pain, and can be caused by an eye infection, an eye trauma, and can even be caused by high pressure. This last reason might be the true explanation to this whole ordeal, as King K Rool is on an important mission and needs to focus and can actually never get to sleep. I don't know about you, but when I don't sleep well, I get cranky. And I guess this is what could have happened to our buddy King K Rool. The guy is just super dedicated into completing his mission. So dedicated in fact that he forgot to sleep and is now suffering from the red eye. Let me put that in simple words. King K Rool is sick. He needs to go see an eye doctor. Poor guy, of course he's gonna make irrational decisions if he's actually suffering all day and never gets to sleep at night. Ah, poor King K Rool, I just wish there'd be something I could do to help you. You might be confused by the title for this one, but it is safe to assume that King K Rool may not only be sick physically, he might also be sick mentally. Have you noticed that King K Rool never wears the same outfit? And I'm not just talking about wearing a different t-shirt and wearing different pants, no, I'm talking about the whole thing. In Donkey Kong Country, he is a captain. In Donkey Kong Country 2, he's a weird pirate that wants to be referred to as Captain K Rool. And in Donkey Kong Country 3, he wants to be called Baron K.Rooleinstein and resembles a crazy mad scientist. You see, you could argue that these are different characters, but no, they all have the same red eye, the same body type, the same face. It's King K Rool every single time. He just might be experiencing dissociative identity disorder, which is a condition where a person has two or more distinct personalities. Those who are affected by this really believe that they're different persons in one single body. This is something serious that needs to be treated, or else it might put the patient's life in danger. This could also explain all the erratic decisions K Rool is doing, where one day he's attacking the island inside a giant floating machine, and the next he's playing baseball wearing some pretty revealing clothing with his supposed enemy. Poor guy, he just needs to be helped and treated. He has too much on his plate at once. It's just not good for him anymore. If King K Rool truly was a villain, then people would fear him and wouldn't want anything to do with him. Yet, the guy is so popular that some characters are actually dressing up as him, as seen in Super Smash for Wii U. And they actually look pretty good doing so too. But that's not all. King K Rool is actually so respected that he has a street named after him in the big city of New Donk City. You know, that same city Mario saves from Bowser? Now tell me this, why would a villain have a street named after him? That just doesn't make any sense. You just have to realize that K Rool is not a villain, he's actually a very respectable person. So, I mentioned earlier that King K Rool loves playing baseball with Donkey Kong and his friends, but that's not the only activity he likes to do with them though. In fact, when DK organized his very dangerous Barrel Blast Racing League, King K Rool was invited and took part in this along with his Kremlins. Not only does he like to take time off work and play with his fellow Kremlins to boost their morale, he also doesn't mind playing games with his supposed enemies, the Kongs. I think that is proof that while they may have been fighting each other in the past, the two have moved on and are now ready to be best pals. Way to go, K Rool, you are pretty awesome. King K Rool is a man of respect and good manners. In Donkey Kong 64, he doesn't simply attack the island like a true savage. No, instead, he organizes a boxing match with 5 rounds against the Kongs. And the match is clean, there's no cheating. Well, from his part at least, because I don't know boxing personally, but I wonder if Diddy having a jetpack Tiny attacking his toes, Lanky dropping banana peels on the floor, and Chunky turning huge is actually fair play. I'm not that much into boxing as I told you, so maybe those are all legal moves that we're gonna see in the KSI vs Logan Paul match, but I have my doubts. At least, King K. Rool is gonna get a second chance at showing us his skills in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Welcome back, my dude, I'm glad you joined us. Hey, I'm Nico and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can always subscribe and leave a little comment down below and maybe give this video a little like, it really helps me out. I have way more videos like the one you just watched and you can check them out by tapping here or there on your screen. Alright, I'll see ya next time.